Sabina Higgins, the wife of President Higgins, of course, wrote a letter to the Irish Times calling for a ceasefire in Ukraine. And if you have not read this letter, it's problematic on a few different levels. First and foremost, it does not acknowledge not once in the letter, that this war was started when Vladimir Putin decided to invade Ukraine, a sovereign nation. If you read the letter and you didn't know anything about the conflict, you'd assume you've got two parties equally at fault. No mention of an aggressor whatsoever. And of course, that's the narrative that the Putin apologists have been pushing for months on end now, that there are two aggressors here, two parties equally at fault. So it's problematic that we see that in a letter written by Sabina Higgins. She also, in the letter, cites an article written by a professor from UCC, and this professor has argued on this show, in fact, that Ukraine should give up territory to Russia. Now, take a moment to think about that. Sabina Higgins supports the argument that Ukraine needs to know when it's beaten and roll over and relent. So it's perhaps no surprise that the Russian ambassador to Ireland has welcomed Sabina Higgins' intervention. Now, Sabina Higgins is a private citizen. She has no official role, no official function, and she is as entitled to her view as anyone else, in the same way I am as entitled as anyone else to find her views utterly ludicrous. But she's not a private citizen like everybody else. I mean, if this letter was written by Sabina Coyle, who runs a drama workshop in Ballindyne, County Mayo, no one would notice. But she's not Sabina Coyle anymore. She's Sabina Higgins. She's the wife of the president of the country. She lives in the Áras, and she is not naive. She is far from naive. She knew what she was doing. She knew there would be ramifications when she sent this letter into the newspaper, which begs the question, should she have sent it?